Dan with Guardian Mold Prevent here. I want to look with you at an attic space that's located in Hinsdale, Illinois. This is a home that was placed on the market by a homeowner. They have a buyer at the table. The buyer brought in a home inspector, and the home inspector noted on the inspection report what they called possible mold growth or a mold-like substance. Now, the video here kind of pans around quite a bit, and there's quite a few things that we want to address, so there's going to be a lot of information to digest very quickly. But ultimately, you can see that there's discoloration on the plywood sheathing and also on some of the rafters throughout this attic space, and it's because the space has got a number of things working together that are causing quite a bit of condensation to develop in the winter time. Now, ultimately, your attic space is meant to be conditioned by the outdoor environment, so your air temperature in your attic should usually be relatively similar to the temperature of the outdoor air. When we get warm air in an attic space, especially in the Midwest, in the colder climates, that warm air rises, comes in contact with the plywood sheathing that's ice cold, and ultimately you get condensation and then mold growth. Now, the way that your home is meant to be constructed is that there's a good insulation barrier at the ceiling of your home. It keeps the house heat down and out. And then you can see there's meant to be vents at the overhangs on your roof to allow cold air to come into the attic space, and vents at the top that allow for warm air to get out. In the previous video footage that we showed, there was a furnace in the attic that was adding heat. There was insulation strewn all over. There was bare spots in the ceiling. And ultimately, there was a lot of heat getting in. Now, this footage is a lot clearer of the after. What we did was we came in with a biocide, which is a product that kills mold on contact. We then physically scrubbed the surfaces of the rafters and sheathing down, and we applied what we call a mold stain remover. It's a product that removes a very high percentage of mold staining that's present on the plywood and on the rafters. And then we apply a clear coat of an acrylic-based mold-resistant coating. Comes with a 10-year manufacturer's warranty, and in the case of this attic, you can see we got the plywood to be very clean. There is a sheen to the wood. That's the clear coat that we've applied, and ultimately this home will go to closing. The homeowner will be able to sell it. And really, we took care of not only the actual mold that was there, but also the aesthetic issues that really drive the stigma or the fear of attic mold. So we've got a happy customer here because they can now get their house sold without worrying about attic mold.